We love hip
This
hop.
Just Hilarious thing finally blew the ceiling blew off of this. We've been talking about it for a while now about whether Jess Hilarious is going to be leaving this position, her position at the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa pushing her out. People talking about, you know, these guys pitting women against each other. Why can't they both coexist? They can't both coexist. It's not happening, right? Jess Hilarious' personality was way too strong for her to coexist with another strong personality in Lauren LaRosa. And from the time that Jess Hilarious came back off of her maternity leave, it was kind of funny. We've covered all of this over here on these live streams. We've covered her interrupting Lauren, Jess, and Jess telling her, "Yo, shut up, Lauren," and all that bullshit. Okay, it's been tension in the room. It's pray for the days that, you know, back in the days when we used to just watch a nice 3-person unit of Charlemagne the God, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee. Those were the days. Now, I don't know about this. Not to say I don't watch Breakfast Club stuff, but I literally watched a clip from the Breakfast Club. And before we lead into the story, I want to show y'all something because, and I have to be very selective on the way I play my Breakfast Club clips, but I was watching the clip pre-crash out. And the crash out that we're going to be talking about is Just Hilarious, giving that ether, that shit that make your soul burn slow. Let me see if I can get back to a couple of days ago. I watch a lot of bullshit. Let me find this Breakfast Club clip, because when I was watching that clip, I was like, oh, the Gary Owen shit.
And I didn't mean it.
Let me play something underneath this, because shit, we are not dealing with
anything like how he took it.
Gotcha.
You know, and he said that he's actually going to come up here and have a conversation. He commented on the post and he said,
when they show the whole room, let me stop this here. When they show the whole room, and I just want to show y'all that before she's here this whole time.
A conversation. He commented.
This is an 8-minute clip. About 4 minutes and 29 seconds in, we hear Jess Hilarious speak.
On the post, and he said, "See, this is what I'm talking about. Two adults having a respectful disagreement." So he still disagrees. He still think I threw a shot. Different point of views is what you have, or what have you. No name calling. Respectfully, Lauren, I will never forget your name again because he kept calling me the girl. Looking forward to discussing you this next time on the Breakfast Club. So I let him know I would be here because when he met me, I was filling in for Jess. Love my sis, and now I'm here. I'm the senior news producer, so I'll be here, Gary. We'll talk about it. I have no issue with it whatsoever. Now,
all right, she was like filling in for Jess, and then they show Jess over there in the corner, like, "Yeah, I'm here."
Oh no, they ain't gonna handle rebuttal for me.
Okay,
I think everybody's just creating content.
So this is the Jess with the Mess segment, where Jess is usually doing her thing. It took about 4 minutes and change in an 8-minute segment for us to even hear from Jess. So basically, she just designated to doing her Jess fix my mess segment. She just sitting up there, just taking up space.
I don't think Gary really cares. I think he's just creating content.
Great. Well, make sure you guys go check out
hard on purpose. I don't think if it was a show, she wouldn't book me up. Nah, I think all that's true. No, all of that is true.
I think he's
true.
So anyhow, I just wanted to show you guys that before we get to her actual crash out, because from when they made that announcement of, what did they call this segment? The news, or what's the tea or whatever with Lauren LaRosa, I was like, oh god damn, that's just disrespectful. Like, shorty's sitting right there. Like, really? Like, you're really gonna do that? You're just gonna give this girl her own show just like that? She's sitting right there. We'll play that first.
The latest with Lauren LaRosa.
The latest with Lauren LaRosa.
What was the latest? On the Breakfast Club.
Squabble up.
Squabble up.
Just rubbing it in Jess's face. She's a producer, and she got her own show, her own segment. So Jess wasn't having it anymore, man. She got on her Instagram last night, And she crashed the fuck out, bro.
We supposed to be a team up that bitch. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like not one motherfucker ever with this online shit. Like, why the fuck should we have to keep playing it? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angela Yee ain't that motherfucking crazy. Not as crazy as niggas try to make out to be. Nah.
Angela Yee somewhere like, yo, why are you dragging my name into this, bro? Chill.
That's the reason that lady wanted to lead that show. I don't know how she did that.
So what are you calling her that lady? Like she's like 80 years old. Like, Angela Yee, like she's like 50, but just leave her alone.
Not as crazy as niggas try to make out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to lead that show. I don't know how she did that shit for 13 years, my nigga. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know what's up with me. I feel played with. I'm gonna play with niggas. Like that's just like, come on. I've been quiet a lot.
Squabble up.
If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a motherfucking reason. I always got my motherfucking mouth open all the time. How about y'all clear some of this shit up for y'all teammate? This shit is ran like a high school. Yeah. It's ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High. Fair East Side High. Before Mr. Clark, though.
Yeah.
Like when he first got there.
Lean on me.
Y'all want a bitch to keep her cool. Look, check this out, y'all. Look, man. I get up every fucking day. Every day. And they always talk about, you ain't at work. You ain't at work. Yeah, bitch, I started picking up more shows. Hell.
Wow. See, that gave us a little bit more insight why she ain't there every day. She's like, listen, we got another bitch in here. Let her do this shit. I'm going to sleep in. I was out last night.
Oh, no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. Hell no. I have more fun outside the fucking studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
Oh.
We supposed to be.
You're not supposed to say that on the internet, man.
She started doing the news. I'm like, all right, look, that's our segment. Take me off that shit. Y'all give her that shit. Take me off that shit. She did. This is her segment now. This is no longer Jess with the mess. Got dark fats as a mother. Okay. I said, take me off that shit. This is no longer my segment. I said it. Take me off of that. Give it to her. Give it to her. Charlamagne said, nah, I don't want it to be her segment. It damn near sure is already. Like it's her segment. She's reading it and she's doing it to the best of her ability. Shorty is like that. Yeah.
She's like, damn, she's pretty good. She's pretty researched.
Yeah. That's why I picked her to fill in for me for maternity leave. That's why I picked her. I need to understand something. I'm never hating on Shorty. I already told her. I tell her every day. I tell her she's pretty every day. I tell her every day. I big up this woman every day.
Sounds like hate.
Every day. I don't have no reason to fucking hate on that girl. I don't.
Sounds like hate.
No, I didn't like her when I came back because I'm like, all right, what's going on? What's going on? She knew it. We had a conversation.
Big bag of hate.
Because the anger was misplaced. Nah, it ain't even you that I don't like. I'm realizing this is the way these niggas is doing shit up here that I don't like. Okay, got it. It's her segment. I went to the
and salute to Live Bites for this clips here.
The person who does the intros, the sounds and shit. I went to Taylor. Yo, Taylor, make Lauren her intro. Take Jess with the mess, all that shit. She says, things can't just change like that. Why the fuck not? Why not? Y'all changing everything else, and I'm the only one that don't know. My goofy ass don't know nothing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jess with the mess is not at Breakfast Club. I'm Jess Hilarious up here. I'm Jessica Moore.
Let's go.
Here. Jess with the mess is not being done. Lauren LaRosa is doing the shit.
Why don't you just quit, B? Like, there's more clips, but like the second clip right there, the attitude that she has on that, like, Bridget, like I wouldn't even want to have her in the office. It's just hostile.
This is a fucking contract. This ain't no part-time little shit that I got. I got a contract that I negotiated and I got it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm on air. She overtalks. She's over-talking me. Lauren knows she does this shit. Whatever. I've told her about this shit many a times. You know, she overtalks me. I'm like, yo, shut up. All right? Or hush, be quiet. Yeah, that clip that y'all saw. Yes, shut up. Be quiet. Yeah, I've said that. And I've meant that. You know what I mean? That's the only way to get her to hush. So I'm like, all right, cool. One day, I told her, because I went in the comments, I'm like, all right, people don't like that. All right, whatever. You know, I'm not her mother. She's another grown woman. I have to respect this lady. But she's not going to keep talking over me, yo. I'm already confused on why the fuck she's still here. You know what I mean?
Because she's a producer. She's even more important than you in front of the scenes right now. If she can do what you're doing in front of the camera and what she does behind the camera, oh, shit. I didn't know she was a producer until this shit popped off. Because she mentions it like 4 times. In the clip that we get to, she's going to mention it multiple times. Well, I am a producer.
I mean, like on air, not in the building, on air, right? So I'm like, all right. I told her, be quiet the next day. Charlamagne texts me and he says, yo, don't tell her be quiet.
Uh-oh.
You tell her shut up. Play into that narrative of y'all beefing, y'all not liking each other. Why the fuck would we do that? But I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. She cool with it, I'm cool with it, because I'm not a be quiet type of bitch anyway. I am a shut up type of bitch. Ask my kids, right? Even a 7-month-old, ask her. So then I asked again, I'm like, all right, so she's going to be the 4th host. That's what it is. Whenever we do find that, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of.
Oh, excuses. So after the crash out happened last night, they reconvened. They got back together on the Breakfast Club the next day.
What
we
part?
really.
What you mean we don't have your back? I have more. Break that down. Explain how we don't have your back.
Okay. All right. So the narrative, like I said, with the online ish, that's what I said. Y'all ain't.
You know what? Actually, I have a better clip there. You can see the video.
It was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah. I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Lauren. No, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back, because we had a whole plan, even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me, right? I come back, she ain't never leave. Then, all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a 4th host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started.
That's wild, bro. I can understand where Jess is coming from. Okay, she's she's annoyed, she's frustrated. The fact that this woman is pushing her out of her spot and there's not really that much that could be done about it. She's also in a corporate setting, so that the way that they're dealing with her, they're not going to be straight up and honest on some street shit like, yo, Jess, yo, your reading sucks. We're going to have to get rid of you if you don't get better. Like, they're not talking to her like that. They're probably giving her a lot of corporate speech. And, you know, how's your performance? You know, we got to just make sure that we check all of the boxes on your performances this year or this month. And right. So when they're ready to let her go, they're going to be like kikiing in her face and then just tell her, yo, you got to go. This is not working out for us, or whatever type of jargon they're going to use to get rid of her.
I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff. Yes. Then that's when Jess with the mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Who said that though? Because the internet said
what
that?
are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we worry about the comments? And these are people that enjoy the show and watch the show. It's not all about Instagram. It's YouTube. It's like, we have people that have been watching the show. Yeah, she's great at what she do. That's why I picked her to fill in for me. But when I came back, it was.
So she's there getting all caught up in the comments. That's not a good look. But at the same time, I feel you. It don't even need to be comments for her to feel that energy.
It's like, what's going on? If she's gonna be a fourth voice, why she only got to be a fourth voice?
Well, correct me if
on
I'm
my
wrong.
segment.
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interview
She was going to be the
questions.
senior news producer.
She wasn't on there. When you came back, Lauren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought you.
That is a bad look for Jess. She's in the back sending them questions, getting all of that stuff together, and then she can also jump in front of the camera. Bruh, you should have never used her as your replacement when you went on maternity leave.
You lying. She was on air. She was on air.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because
Why you joke so much, man?
What you mean? I'm
not a joke,
it's not a
man.
do-rag. It's a silk
joke,
scarf,
man.
nigga. But it's not. It's
not
not a joke.
joke,
I'm
man.
If you're
serious.
gonna bring it to the radio, I want to laugh.
It's not a joke,
Okay?
but
But
it's not a joke.
It's a serious issue about
It is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just
now-
sit back and watch this because I'm just.
And
I'm
we
not
gonna
joking
crash
about
out.
Because it's
it.
not.
I am actually. Give me my baseball.
Now it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody.
Mitch, stop listening to the folks on Create Mess is the pit people.
I want to get to Envy. What Envy had to say.
Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you.
Uncomfortable. If you don't want Lauren in the room, this is your show. We can make that change whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It's not about wanting her in the room, yo. It's about the.
That right there, yo, if you don't want her in the room, like we discussed behind the scenes, you should have just told me that. Boop, 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 boop. Just rolling that bus over her head. Nasty work.
We have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Lauren in the room, this is your show.
You don't want her in the room
whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It's not about wanting her in the room, yo. It's about the segment. Like it was like y'all,
have that
y'all
conversation
wanted
off
her.
air. If you had a problem, say it
I've
to us.
had
We had a
many
meeting yesterday.
conversations off air. What
Not
is we
like
talking
that.
about?
Not like nobody having my back because we.
Yo, she needs to watch the way that she's talking to DJ Envy. Like the man's been there for 13 years, fam. Like I'm sure he has a little bit more power over there in that office than her, just to have her just like yelling at this nigga like that, bro. Like calm down.
You have your back. As far as the Corey Holcomb thing, y'all been beefing for 11
I'm
years.
not worried about it's not even about
You're worried about comments. And you're worried about what people say after.
I'm worried about the
comments,
perception
man.
and my reputation up here on the
They've
show.
been itching on me for 15 years. They've been itching on Charlamagne for
rightfully so.
15
But
years.
that's on you.
Rightfully
And the
so.
things that people
Mad argumentative. Holy. Don't get me canceled, yo, but you perpetuating hella stereotypes right now, shorty.
it's on me
It
for
doesn't-
it's on
I
me.
don't let it affect me because I know who I am as a person. I don't give a F what them people say in the comments.
come
I know
on.
who I
Come
am.
on.
I know what I do.
Well,
You let them people get in the comments and F with you. You're
Well,
great at what you do.
Everybody simmer down.
Like you a dope.
She's
And
very
you let
dope.
them people piss you
You hear that noise? That's the table. Like that's unprofessional in a setting of radio. These guys are very aware of their audio and everything that's going on. So when you're doing this, like you can't be doing that when you're doing radio. Like no matter how passionate you get, like podcasting too, you can't be banging the tables. So when they start banging the tables, then they don't even care about the fact that they're on the radio.
off. No, F them niggas. Like you nice. Like what you do is funny.
I tell her
Like,
that all the
You
time,
brought,
on
you
air,
brought
off
that
air.
energy that we needed to the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And you let a bitch ass person in the comments say something to steer you up. F them niggas.
We don't even know. Who these people are.
They could be bots and all that.
But-
and we doing it on air when we could have did it behind the
You gotta say niggas on the radio this morning about this shit. God damn.
scenes. Like I F with you the long way, not on some internet ish. And they hear that through there. That's
This
whack,
sounds
man.
very light skinned. But let's go to the phones.
He is hot, gang. So, just Lauren popped up. Apparently, when she got to the office, she seen Jess coming out her car. They both got there at the same time. And she made sure to get to the elevator first and close. Before Jess beat the shit out of her in the elevator. And yeah, she confronted her. Let's get to it, man. The tea is hot. That's the first time that statement was said to her. Like, that's the first time they've said that to each other. We don't got to be friends outside of here. For anybody who's ever been in a corporate setting or just been in a work setting, 9 to 5 setting, anytime you start talking like that to your coworker, it's because I don't want to be. It doesn't mean we don't have to be friends outside of here. It's kind of like saying, I don't want to be your friend outside of here because you're a friggin' asshole, yo. I'm trying to stay cool for YouTube and not go mess up the algorithms and shit. But I'm saying, you really want to say worse about we don't have to be friends outside of here. Obviously, but we have camaraderie. So if you guys don't even have that, like, how do you even work together? About producer, she pulled her into the office. Damn, bro, you got in trouble. You got sent to the principal's office.
Waiting for airtime.
Oh, hold on. I think it was Big Chill that said something about, yo, they're all producers to a degree, right? Because they all produce their own segments. Like Charlamagne produces the Donkey of the Day segment. Envy is just the A mic for a lot of people who don't realize. He's just the A mic. He's just sending the stories around. He's shifting it to Charlamagne, shifting it over back to Jess. You know what I'm saying? He'll drop his little whatever lines that he has to say. He's DJing, all that shit, right? But as far as producers, I would more say like Taylor, who works behind the scene with Charlamagne, also on the Brilliant Idiots. He puts together all those different vocal segments or music segments that you hear in the beginning. At the Breakfast Club, all that shit there. That's all Taylor's putting that shit together. But I can't really see Jess as a producer. She's more of just a talking head. Like, here's your line, say that shit, and just make sure to not bumble up your reading. That sounds ignorant as hell, man. I already got the job, so why should I be because if somebody's doing the job better than you and they're bringing more value to the audience, then you're going to have to fight. And that might not be in the way of being argumentative. Hone your skills. Make sure that when you pop back up the next morning, you know, or the next week after doing some work with a reading coach or something like that. And I'm saying this as somebody who be botching my readings all the time, but I'm also not on the Breakfast Club. I'm on my own independent network. Right? But if I'm over there at a corporate office and my job's on the line because I'm not disseminating the information properly and I got a kind of an attitude, guess what I'm going to do? Drop the attitude, read better, find some other ways to bring value to the table, make it where you got to, if you fire me, you're going to have to replace me with like 2-3 people. Because that's where Lauren got it right now. The way she got it, if you fire Lauren, now you're firing a great on-air personality who's researched and a producer. Your unprofessional ass, nigga. She's saying it without saying it. The way I do my job is I'm not going to do all of that stuff in front of the scenes like you.
Things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told
and my career, because she's looking at the Breakfast Club as her career, not her side gig. Oh, I got shows tonight. Don't worry about it. When she's out there doing shows or whatever, Lauren LaRosa's at home doing research, calling people, calling her leads, doing all the different types of things to prepare for the Breakfast Club the next day. While Jess Hilarious is out there drinking, smoking, doing whatever she's doing, having her comedy life, which is fine because she is a stand-up comedian. But at the same time, you're not going to get to the office and have the same level of focus as Shorty, who's just thinking about the job 24/7. We here together. I'm here. Listen, if they were outside the office, they're on air right now, so Jess has to hold herself back. But if they were in the elevator having this conversation, Jess would have already cocked off on her. Like, pow, bitch, who you talking to? Why you got so much bass in your voice? You got more bass than me?
you are here.
That shit, some hating ass petty shit. You're here because of the opportunity that I extended. Fam, she was just as much in the runnings to be the third co-host as Jess Hilarious was at the time. The fans picked Jess Hilarious in the end of the day, but it wasn't like she wasn't one of the people that was a test co-host during that 1 year span when they didn't have a third co-host. So to act like, oh, you were just my homegirl that I brought into the office from TMZ, nah, fam. The only reason you know her is because you met her at the Breakfast Club office when everybody was fighting for the job that you have now. So don't try to little bro or little sister the woman like that, bro. Over and over again. At this point, she was just mad and she was just blowing off steam. But she didn't have a real argument that she can't be the solution of herself. Okay, I'm not saying that she doesn't have any points. Yes, the audience, myself included, and a bunch of people in the chat, they're like, we ain't feeling you no more, fam. Get out of here. We like the other girl more. And I can understand that's frustrating. But the only thing you can do about it so that you don't look crazy and crashing out is be better. Okay, I ain't going to play the rest of the clip because, geez, I probably have to take enough of this out anyway. But there's a solution to this, Jess Hilarious. Do better. Go home. Worry about the show, about the radio show that you're on. I don't know. Time manage your life a little bit better then. I understand she's got kids to take care of. She's got a comedy set that she's trying to put together. You might have to pick a job, man, and be like, you know what? If you're really passionate about the stand-up comedy, a stand-up comedian doing a daily morning show just might not be your thing, fam. You might have to have a podcast where you have a little bit more freedom. You film once a week. You get to do your thing the rest of the week, and you get to plug your shows all the time. That's my suggestion to you. Podcast up, yo. I'm not saying like fire the chick. Keep your dignity and leave the job, yo. At least you'll be leaving with your dignity. I quit. I could do better with my life. That's just my advice to you. Okay? I don't know what her financial situation is. I don't know how much money she might have saved up to be like, yo, I'm out of here. You know, she might be able to get on EI. This is a job. It's not like an independent podcast. She's at a corporate office. So I don't know. Figure it out, man. But that's all we have on the Crash Out so far. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.